I'm going to let you in on something I do almost every single day. Something so simple, it almost sounds too good to be true. I season my food with intention, not just the flavor, although trust me, the flavor's there, it's very good. But because three specific spices sitting in my kitchen right now have real documented science-backed effect on blood sugar and A1C. Cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger. These spices you probably already have. Three spices that most people shake onto their food without ever knowing what they're actually doing inside their body. Well, I've had diabetes for 60 years, and these three have been in my kitchen and in my food for a lot of them. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what science says about each one, and then what I'm going to give you are two great recipes that use all three together. So you can put this to work tonight. Not next week, not someday, but do it tonight. So let's get into it.
Spice number 1, cinnamon. Cinnamon is the most studied spice in the world when it comes to blood sugar, and the research is genuinely impressive. The active compound in cinnamon is called cinnamaldehyde. It works in two important ways. First, it mimics insulin, meaning it can help move glucose into cells even when insulin signaling is sluggish. Second, it slows the rate at which the stomach empties after a meal, which flattens the glucose curve and prevents sharp blood sugar spikes. A meta-analysis published in the Journal of Medicinal Food reviewed multiple clinical trials and found that cinnamon supplementation significantly reduced fasting blood glucose and showed meaningful improvements in A1C over time. The effective amount in most studies was between 1 and 3 grams per day, which is roughly half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. One important note: use Ceylon cinnamon when possible. It is sometimes called true cinnamon. The more common cassia cinnamon contains a compound called coumarin that can stress the liver in large amounts. Ceylon cinnamon has almost none. Same blood sugar benefits, safer for daily use. Spice number 2, turmeric. Turmeric gets a lot of attention for inflammation, and rightfully so, but its connection to blood sugar and A1C goes deeper than most people realize. The active compound in turmeric is curcumin. Curcumin directly targets one of the root causes of insulin resistance, chronic low-grade inflammation. When cells are inflamed, insulin signaling gets disrupted. Curcumin quiets that inflammation at the cellular level, helping insulin receptors become more responsive again. A randomized controlled trial published in Diabetes Care found that curcumin supplementation over 9 months prevented progression from prediabetes to type 2 diabetes in a statistically significant way, meaning the turmeric group stayed healthier longer compared to the placebo group. For diabetics already managing blood sugar, curcumin has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce markers of oxidative stress, both of which directly affect A1C over time. One practical tip: always pair turmeric with black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine that increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That is not a typo. Add a small pinch of black pepper whenever you use turmeric, and you dramatically increase what your body actually gets from it. Spice number 3, ginger. Ginger is the third piece of this trio, and it brings a different set of benefits to the table. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols and shogaols. Research shows these compounds improve insulin sensitivity, reduce fasting glucose levels, and lower A1C over sustained use. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Ethnic Foods found that participants taking ginger daily for 12 weeks showed significant reductions in both fasting blood sugar and A1C compared to the control group. Ginger also has a powerful effect on digestion. It speeds gastric emptying for high-fat meals, which matters because fat sitting in the gut prolongs the metabolic disruption that comes with high-fat eating. At the same time, it slows carbohydrate digestion slightly, softening the post-meal glucose rise. And like turmeric, ginger is a potent anti-inflammatory. The The two spices work synergistically, meaning they amplify each other's effects when used together, which is exactly what the two recipes coming up do. Now, here is the part that makes all of this practical. 3 spices, 2 recipes. Every one of the active compounds you just heard about, cinnamaldehyde, curcumin, gingerols, working together in food you will actually want to eat. Stephen is going to walk you through both of them right now.
All right. Well, here are the 2 recipes. Both of them use all 3 spices. Both are completely on formula. And both are so good that you're going to wonder why you weren't making them already. So take a screenshot and enjoy. So the first one, golden spiced oatmeal. It looks beautiful. It really does. And it tastes as good as it looks. Trust me. Let me tell you how this works. The rolled oats bring fiber that flattens the blood sugar curve. The banana adds natural sweetness and the potassium with 0 added sugar. And all 3 spices are working together. The cinnamon mimicking insulin. The cinnamon mimicking insulin, the turmeric calming inflammation, and the ginger improving insulin sensitivity. This is a blood sugar breakfast built from the ground up. I eat a version of this, like I said, almost every morning. The banana gets sweeter as it ripens. The riper the banana, the better this tastes, at least for me. Don't be put off by the turmeric. It turns the oats a beautiful golden color, and you barely taste it. I don't really notice it at all. The cinnamon does most of the flavor work, and I love cinnamon. The second recipe, the turmeric ginger lentil soup. Oh boy. This is a good one, and I definitely make extra. And this is why this one works. The red lentils are one of the best blood sugar foods on the planet. High fiber, high plant protein, naturally low fat, extremely low glycemic load. And this is why this one works. The red lentils are one of the best blood sugar foods on the planet. And they're very good for you. High fiber, high plant protein, naturally low fat, extremely low glycemic load. The tomatoes add lycopene and vitamin C. The sweet potato adds resistant starch and beta carotene. And the spice trio turns this into anti-inflammatory, an insulin sensitizing meal from the first spoonful to the last. This soup gets better on day 2. Make a big batch, refrigerate it, and eat it for lunch all week. At least that's what I do. The cooled rice you serve it over adds resistant starch that makes the whole meal even more blood sugar friendly. This is a Dominate diabetes system in a bowl. 2 recipes, 3 spices, all 3 working on the cellular level, on inflammation, on insulin sensitivity, on blood sugar response, every single time you eat them. This is what the Dominate diabetes system is built around. Not restriction, not fear, not a list of foods you can never have again. It's about building meals that work for you every day with food that actually tastes like something. If you make either one of these this week, I'd love to hear about it. If you make either one of these this week, I'd love to know about it. Drop a comment below and tell me which one you tried and how it turned out. I read every single comment. And if this video, if it gave you something useful, hit subscribe. I make new videos a couple a week. All of it is built on the same science. All of it is tested over 59 years of real life with type 1 diabetes. That's not managing, that's dominating it.